Hello. Definitely not late at all to the stream. Let me quickly post onto my story real quick. How you guys doing? And that's good enough. Okay. What's going on, guys? It's Jake here. And today, I'm going to put my phone over here on the wireless charging stand. Hopefully it doesn't make a noise on my computer, but it probably will. It didn't. Okay, let me pop open some music real quick while people are still coming in here. Where's the music? There we go. Good old no copyright music. I'm going to turn it back down a little bit. And what's up, Michu? I think you said hi at the beginning of every stream, and I love it. Okay, gonna push up the sleeves and let's just start tearing this thing down. We've got a teal and white color scheme for today, and the IPS mod kit as usual. And this is fully working as far as I've tested. I don't know if there's anything wrong with it other than it's missing the battery cover, but nonetheless, I got a good deal on it, so we are going to be modding it right now. Starting with the good old tri-wing screws. Absolutely love having to switch bits every time. Hello, Daily Dose of Animating. I don't know why I slipped up on the screw there. Come on. How are you guys doing today? I feel like I said that already, but more people are in here now. Hello, Joey. I'm seeing 3 new names in here. So, if you're not already subscribed, that'd be awesome if you did. And I believe your name will actually appear on screen if you are a new subscriber. Should at least, because that's what I have it set to do. It also donates, or if you donate, it'll show up there. I'm now realizing that you can see into my closet, but as long as I don't have my... Yeah, it's fine. Just making sure I don't have any clothes just sticking out in there. But come on now. Can you see... you can sort of see the portable Wii in the background. I'm doing good, Joey. If I can get the screw out, actually, I'll be doing good. But I don't think I can, so we'll leave that for later. Usually it just means it's stuck in the plastic, and I have to lift the entire back half of the shell up, and it'll come out. Just like that. And there we go. We no longer need this. So I put it on top of my keyboard. There's a lot of dust in this machine, but that's alright. We will be cleaning it. We have a 32 pin connector instead of a 40 pin. I think that's what it is. It's the smaller pin. I usually don't get many of those. And like usual, the one of the silicone things is gonna stick to the board, but we don't need any of this left over for today. So I'm just gonna take this, put it off to the side. And we'll just get straight into cleaning because there is a ton of gunk on top of the speaker here and just a bunch of dust in general around this board. So let's clean that up. There's my 99% IPA, the best in the business. And as usual, my mom's toothbrush. Maybe this Wii isn't the best portable one, but you can't say that it isn't. I think it's the best portable one. I don't know what you're talking about. But if you did see the video, when I was interviewing Shank, he was being extremely genuine that entire time. I did cut up the first part with him a little bit to make it funnier, but everything he said, like, he was being 100% genuine the entire time, and I think he ended up liking it more than I did. But he's a super nice guy, and he genuinely loved my video and what I made, and it made me very happy. It was very high praise coming from someone like him. But now it's time for the back half. We'll watch most of the ink wipe off here. No? This G? Yeah, okay. Usually the writing will come right off when you use IPA, but it didn't this time. I feel like that capacitor is not supposed to wiggle that much. Maybe it's just because it's big. Okay. And that is all we need to do for cleaning that for now. So I'll put that off to the side, and I will grab a piece of paper towel so I have a clean space to drop the new shell onto. And I did not cut it open, and I don't have scissors, so we're going to take our super small tweezers and just rip right through the plastic. There we go. Now I can use my man strength to rip the rest of it open. Yeah, I really like this color. It's very clean. Okay. Put the back half off to the side, and I will actually grab the screen lens here. When I bought these, they were out of the shiny lettering, which kind of sucks, but I think it's hilarious that all they do to fill in this spot, it's not like printed black, it's just not printed there, and then they just put a Sharpie. I could totally just wipe this off. Actually, I wonder if I could, because then it would show up the green there. That'd be kind of cool. I'm gonna attempt it. So I'm going to wipe this Sharpie down. No, not coming off. Oh. Comes off a little bit. I don't think it's gonna come off like I want it to though. Yeah. I don't think that's gonna come off like I want it. So we'll just dry that up so I don't get black all over my fingers. Well, that was a quick experiment. But what we're going to do now is we are going to fit it in there as though we're putting it on, but we're not going to put it on quite yet. And then we're going to bust this open. Boom. And it'll have 3 little red wires. Here's the foam gasket. These things that we don't need because they're built into the shell now. The screen itself, the ribbon cable, and the piece of foam to put in between the screen and the ribbon cable, and we put this on the back of the screen. So, first thing we're going to do is, actually we'll start with putting this on here. It's always a pain to line it up right. That's pretty good. Boom. And then what we're going to do here, line it up with the notches on both. Fits in kind of off, but that's fine. But I just like to put it in without taking off the peel first. That way I know which side it goes on. Because I never remember if you peel the yellow side first or if you peel the white side first. Answer is yellow. Sick shell. Yo, sick name. I don't know. I didn't have a rebuttal for that one, Ezra. Your name is cool, though. And just press down the edges here. Then we're gonna pop the middle out. My finger is not small enough. And should just be able to press down and it falls right through. Boom. Now we can use those tweezers lift up this side of the peel, and then we're gonna peel this. There's a lot of peels. A lot of peels to be peeled. And always try and push it to the top left corner. And then what we're going to do is we're going to get this peel peeled. So we're going to push this open first. And then boom. Now there should be no dust, no fingerprints, and we don't have to worry about those falling in there for the rest of the build. Am I going to get the Zelda Game & Watch? I don't know if this is going to break some people's hearts here, but I'm not really a Zelda fan. It's just because I've never really played them. I played half of Breath of the Wild, and I enjoyed it, but then I took a break from it, got lost, didn't know what to do next, and stopped playing. So that's my experience with Zelda. Oh, I also tried the original one, and as someone who really hasn't played Zelda games, I would say it aged pretty poorly. So yeah, I haven't had the best experience with Zelda, but I definitely want to try more of them. I just don't know where to start. Probably trying the remake of Link's Awakening next. And we're back to the stage of, can you actually put the ribbon connector in there? But I might get it later down the line. But I'll get it if I end up enjoying the Zelda games. I got the Mario one, though. What I am getting, and I have pre-ordered, is the Diamond and Pearl double pack that comes out this Friday, and I'm super excited for it. It's my favorite. It's my favorite Pokemon game. They were also my first Pokemon games when the originals came out. That's all right, Joey. I will see you next time, hopefully. But yeah, I'm very excited for Friday. They haven't been doing midnight releases at GameStop recently because of COVID, which is kind of stupid, but that's all right. I'll have to wait till Friday to pick it up. I don't know why I'm getting the buttons out now, because we should be soldering. Yeah, let's start with soldering. Soldering iron, don't touch this end when it's plugged in. It's not plugged in, but never touch this end. I'm going to practice teaching soldering. There might be a video in the future of me teaching some friends and family how to solder, because I'm going to hopefully be teaching someone famous how to solder soon, but that's all I can say for now. That'll be months from now, so if it actually comes to fruition, I think that's how you say that word. But let's grab our solder, and is Link's Awakening getting that high a price now? That's crazy. Yeah, that makes sense. If you're wanting Link's Awakening for the Game Boy and it's the same price as the Game & Watch, it makes sense. But let's zoom in on this here. Nope, this way. Okay. So, we gotta solder to these 3 points here. I don't know why you don't have to solder to the ground, but that's fine. The best thing to do in soldering is, after your iron is heated up, press it down on the pad for a second to heat it, and then you just put your solder to the iron and it makes that nice little bubble there. This has got some rosin core in it, so I believe that just means that it's got flux in the middle of the solder, but that will allow it to not be messy. And we're just going to do that to all 3 pads. There we go. And then we're going to do here, I never remember what orientation I need to put these in, but take the wire here. I like to start from the top and go down, but I just hold the wire where I want it to lay, because you don't really want to twist the wires once you've put them, or once you've soldered them down. Oops. Because that could break the I don't know what to call it. Could break the soldered joint. That's what it's called. And you don't want to rip the pad when you break the solder joint. So gonna focus on my hand. Great. Boom. Okay. Now those are all soldered. Let's grab the motherboard, and I like to put it upside down like this, because that's just going to make it easier when you're soldering, because you're going to flip it back over to the that position. Yeah, I don't know what I'm saying, but we're going to solder, or put some solder onto TP2 here. You're not going to be able to see it, but that's fine. It's the same thing that I did on that ribbon cable. And then, even though these are all the same color, just want to double check. I'll show you this time. Maybe. How can I do this? There we go. They're all the same color, so don't get them mixed up, but just line up the wire over TP2, which is this one right here. Come on now. And boom. Got a nice solid joint. I always like to tug on it just a little bit. And I'm going to put the soldering iron down for just a moment, because we're going to put the buttons in. And we'll put the side rails off to the side for now. We're just going to put the face buttons in to start. Seriously. Some of these buttons have little bits of plastic. See a little bit of plastic in between these two. Got some black Sharpie on my finger, but that little bit of plastic is probably where the button was injected in the mold. So it just leaves a little extra bit of plastic there. and then it gets in the way so the buttons don't easily go in and out, which sucks. Make sure that B doesn't have the same thing. It does. So we just scratch it off. If I had my flush cutters, I'd flush cut it, but my fingernail is strong enough. And they move freely now. And one last thing before we get to the last bit of soldering is putting the silicone pads on. Silicone. I usually say silicone. I don't know why I said silicone that time. But it's all the same. And boom. Now we just need to fold the fat one down because we aren't going to use the fat one. We're using the thin one. And we're going to also fit the wires through this hole here. And then we can just carefully do everything. Flip it over. Ah, the stupid speaker. Oh, that's the... Dang it. I was like totally pulling on the select wire there. We want that to stay. Underneath. This is simultaneously like the easiest and most annoying part of modding, is just fitting the motherboard back in without messing up anything else underneath. But we should be good here. The B button might be a little messed up. We gotta peek and check. Nope. Looks good. I gotta fit the speaker back in, which is the most annoying part of this. Yeah, the sanding of the buttons is hard because you don't want to mess with the tabs. So that's why I use the flush cutters, because I can be a little more accurate. Gotta lift that up there. Beautiful. Okay, now I'm actually going to... Was there no screws with this one? Guess not. Is there screws in the battery cover? Nope, sometimes they hide screws in the battery cover. Okay, guess we're reusing the original screws, which is fine. I just typically recommend using the screws that come with reproduction shells, because they usually are meant for those and not for the original screws. Even though the original screws are most likely going to be more solid. Okay. I'm actually going to fit the ribbon cable into the slot here first and lock that in. And then I can never remember which is which. I can never remember if it's this pin or if it's this pin. And it's the same side on both sides. It's not like mirrored, which is weird. But I'm going to double check here. Just Googling GBA IPSv2. And if you go to, it should be an Amazon listing, but I guess we'll go to the eBay listing. Nope, it's not going to tell me in the eBay listing. There we go. The Amazon listing always shows the instructions on it. And wow, the phone screen actually comes up quite nicely on the camera. It is the leftmost, or the second leftmost. And Nintendo of America tweeted, talking about new Diamond and Pearl. Okay. If you heard that noise, that was my phone connecting to the wireless charger. And I don't know why. When it goes on the wireless charger, my computer has to make a noise every time. Once again, you can't see it at all. We're just gonna heat up this, and boom. Simple as that. Then I like to wrap it around the capacitors, just so it stays nice and tidy. Actually, it's gonna get in the way of the screw hole. Oh wait, no, that's, never mind. That screw hole isn't gonna be used. And then the same for this side. Just gonna go ahead and boom. And that's it. Now we can go ahead, put the power switch in that's blocked by my face cam. We will put the side in, this weird in thing. I don't know what to call it. The NE belly button goes on the right side, left side when you have the screen facing you. And then this one goes on that side. I just realized there was no light pipe. That's fine. Yeah, this is a weird set. It didn't come with a light pipe. But that's fine. You still see the light either way. Okay, and backside. Take off the battery cover. No stickers either. I think I have some stickers lying around my workspace somewhere. Now why is this one not going on? This should just go. I guess it just needs the screws. And Tri-Wing bit is hiding underneath there. We can zoom out now. Okay. And I'm gonna take the toothbrush and just knock the dust off of these screws. Because some of them have got quite a bit of dust on it. Okay. This one also has dust on it. Yeah. I don't know where Ezra's advertising is. Maybe he had to pop out of the stream. I think he... I know he's still in college, so he probably has school right now. Austin Evans speaking pretty highly of me. Are you referring to the mystery tech, or is he talking more about me that I'm unaware of? Is he talking about me behind my back? Austin is a very, very nice guy, and I hope I get to meet him in the near future. Okay, and one more screw after this. We'll see if I messed anything up. Cool. Everything looks good. This could have a little bit more. Boom. Big reveal. Yeah, mystery tech. That's how about 16,000 people found me. Actually, I had 2,000 at the start of that when that video happened, but most people found me from that, and that's all right. I have a feeling the majority of my subscribers will know me forever because of Austin. So, and now we got a lot of batteries in there, and we've got the promotion from Mr. Ezra himself. We're gonna peel this off. Still not very satisfying to me, but to each their own. And boom. Beautiful. And I did the brightness right. Awesome. We'll go ahead and grab the special flash cart out of my personal Game Boy Advance. And boom. Retro remastered ROM and A, B, right, left, up, down, start and select, L and R, everything's working. Boom. I see you, Alfonso. It is working. I'm very happy about this. This is like the coolest thing ever. I gush about it every time. Every time I put in the either one of my logo carts, but having this ROM from the one and only Natalie the Nerd. Is that gonna show up better there? Boom. My logo on a Game Boy. That's just so cool. Natalie the Nerd recreates people's logos for their test carts. It's awesome. Let's go ahead and see how Metroid Zero Mission looks. Probably one of the more colorful games on the Game Boy, in my opinion. Well, the cool colors, because I love purple and blue, and there's a lot of like space colors in this. I don't even know where I'm at. Is this like the end of the game again? Yeah. This is the spoilers for the end of the game. Plays beautifully. Excuse me. I'm getting hit a lot. But yeah. Everything seems to work. I'm kind of just running around to show this off. I don't really need to play this because this is literally just the end of the game. The end of the Zero mission, not the end of the original game. But yeah, I think I'll just end that there so I don't spoil anything. Give it pink buttons and trim. I see it because, like, hold on. Pink and green go very well together. My first splatter macro, but for this one, white looks so clean, man. Taking flashcard from main GPA. It is a ritual. It just has the that's the only place I have the ROM. I actually have the ROM on my computer, but that doesn't really do me any good when I'm trying to test the buttons on here. But I've got a cartridge that's like specifically for the original Game Boy and Game Boy Color side of things. So yeah, but I didn't want to wait for like 2 to 3 weeks of shipping from Australia to get another physical cart, so I had the flash cart. I was like, yo, Natalie, can you send me the ROM files instead? She's like, yeah, dog, I got you. Exactly how that went down. It is a clean macro. It's one of like 5 that I kept for myself. Yeah, I kind of shown off everything else that I've got. But I think that is going to be it for the stream today. Oh, you didn't find me because of Austin. That's interesting. Was it the macro tutorial or one of the few macro tutorials that I've got? But yeah, that's going to be it for me. This was kind of a quick stream. I was a little late to the stream, but that happens sometimes. 5 minutes isn't that late. Yeah. I feel like I should do something else. I feel like I'm forgetting something. Stay tuned for Friday's video. I'm pretty pumped for it, but when I'm excited about a video, it usually means it ends up being one of the worst performing videos. So had a chat with the Retro Future about that today. It was pretty funny. But yeah, it's going to be a colorful video. That's the tease I've got for that. But yeah, I figured it'd be a tutorial. My no solder macro tutorial has a lot of views on it, and it's not a good tutorial at all because it doesn't work very well. Do a kickflip and we can end it. I don't have a skateboard anymore. Pretty sure we just got rid of it because the trucks were broken on it, and I was never really a skateboarder. But I did try to learn a kickflip, but could never got there. If you want to see a cool kickflip, go follow Joe Bleeps. He's probably got one on his story about now. 22. That's gotta do math. That's 10 o'clock. Yeah. I would say, yeah, man, you should go to bed, but I always stay up way later than that. But for normal people, yeah, that's probably a good bedtime. It is only nearing 1 o'clock in the afternoon here. But I'm just going to go ahead and end this stream. As always, if you want this Game Boy, it will be for sale probably later tonight, if not definitely tomorrow. And I believe there's 24 hours left on my sale for the website. So if you want to get 15% off anything off my website, you can find that at retroremaster.com. I will have this modded Game Boy and a ton of others just like this for sale for the next 2 days. So it wasn't the non-soldering one. Good, because it's don't follow that tutorial. It hardly works, but it does work, so I keep it up. It's just not very sustainable. Does not stay for very long. But alright, I could talk forever, so I'm gonna end it here. Thank you guys for coming out. Really appreciate it. I love streaming, and Mod Monday is here to stay for a while.